For me, the word passion, I would liken it to a intense positioning towards something that you feel fueled by, and you feel both fueled but refreshed. That's how I see passion. Like, I'm passionate about this thing because it fuels me, but I also feel positioned towards it. For me, I would define happiness. For me, lately, happiness comes from balance. I think finding a balance in what you're passionate about, like how much you're being fueled by it, but how much you're also giving it out to the world. So if you're passionate about people, how much love are you also giving people as wanting to receive it from people? And for me, happiness comes from being around my family and being in a place of being content. I right now can't really separate happiness and being content, because I think if you're content with where you're at, you have goals. I think that creates an emotion of happy because you're present. And so for me right now, being happy means being present and being content. And letting my passions fuel me to be as present as I can right now versus daydreaming in the future, which is great, but sometimes it can lead to discontent. I think a lot of people are unhappy, or sometimes can feel unhappy right now because there's a lot of comparison going on. Even me, I grew up not having internet access, but my nephews and nieces and a lot of my cousins, it's they have this whole social network, they have this whole presence, they have this energy where they're constantly having to compare themselves to other kids on the internet or what other people look like. There's so much accessibility, which is a great thing. So I think for me, I see that as leading to being discontent and people being unhappy because they're constantly looking to the left and looking to the right versus looking within or looking forward. Hey, I'm just gonna do this race is mine. How am I growing as a person? They're comparing themselves. And so I just try to tell any kids that I influence, or my cousins, nephews, or nieces, just be you. If you bring you to the moment, you'll do your best